20 years, two strokes, two marathons, two Guinness World Record attempts. And here we are. Today is Thankful Thursday. It's also Throwback Thursday with Fiance Files with the one and only Sekou Wright and Fee King. Join us today. Check in, chat with us. We're talking about all things love, relationships, friendships, challenges, how we navigate our relationship. Let's go.
I love that little intro.
You love that?
Yeah,
Thank you.
cool.
I made it. I made it. I made it. I made it.
Ooh, yeah. So what's up, folks?
Welcome back to Fiance Files
Yes.
with Sekou Wright
Yes.
and Fee King.
Yes.
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 So we're just getting back in from a run, and we kind of got held up, so we're still sweating. I don't know about you. I'm still sweating.
I'm okay.
You're okay?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Maybe I worked harder than you. Ooh,
Wow.
rude.
Wow.
Rude.
That's rude. That's rude. Yeah. So anyway, we just finished our run, and we were just talking about. I don't want to get into it. Let's not even get into it. We were discussing something with the doorman about.
I thought you didn't want to get into it.
I know, but I already said it. So I have to say what it was. So we were talking about. Okay, look, we're here now. So you were talking about.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Okay.
Sometimes it happens. You get something in your throat. I'm sorry.
Okay. So that was like a hard stop. So I feel like I should let it go.
Pivot.
Yeah. Well, let me just say.
Oh gosh.
Let me just say that Martin Lawrence, I just found out, had a stroke.
Yeah.
And I was wondering what was happening with him in the film. I was like, ah. And then I saw some snippets past that, and now it makes sense to me. And now I have a whole heap of compassion for him. And I'd like to look for it and find out what's going on with him. Yeah.
There was a time when, and I don't know if a stroke was or is related to this. I think it is. I'm not for sure. He was working out for this movie, one of the installations. He had on a sweatsuit, and he was working out outside, and he overheated. Mm-hmm. And that created some serious medical issues because it was hot outside. He had on the sweatsuit, and because I knew he had a stroke. And did you know that Bobby Brown also? Yeah, I saw him in concert. Now, I had no overstanding of strokes, never met anyone. It was a concert about 3 years ago, and people behind me were talking about, oh, I think Bobby Brown is intoxicated. And I said to my friend, I said, no. I said, he is not. I said, something happened. Like there's something medical. And during the concert, I looked it up, and he had a stroke. But I commend him, like you, for continuing to improve and to do the work, because he could have easily declined the tour and said, no, man, his voice wasn't what it used to be. He was out there, and what I got from it is he was having fun.
Really?
He was having so much fun, and I just thought, and now today, look at him. You can't tell.
You know what's happening in my mind right now?
Tell me.
I'm remembering my New Edition story.
You have a New Edition story too?
My New Edition story, yeah.
Tell it.
Yeah.
Tell it.
So in back where I lived in Roxbury, there was these group of kids. They used to come on to our block to use the studio in this house at the end of the block. So they had a studio set up inside their house, and we knew them, but they had these stranger kids coming up, and we used to be all like, "What you doing? Coming all up on our street?" We had our little.
What as in you?
Yeah,
you were doing that.
We were like, we had this little street, and we were like sitting there like, what you doing? What you doing coming around here? Whatever.
You.
And yeah, us.
Oh, okay.
And then Candy Girl came out, and we were like, oh, those are the same kids. And then they started coming out. We were like, hey, how you doing? How you doing, kids? And that's how we met them. They grew up and went to another studio down the way, Maurice Starr, I think.
Oh my goodness!
And they went on from there. Yeah.
Wow. They have had such an amazing career. Any New Edition fans out there? Any Bobby Brown? I remember when Johnny Gill joined the group, and I was thinking, I don't know, this is odd. It was so perfect.
Really?
It was. Do you remember when Johnny Gill joined?
I remember. Yeah.
Okay, so can I share my New Edition story? Sure. I lived in Omaha, Nebraska. Yeah. And my best friend Lisa and I went to the New Edition concert in Carter's Lake, Iowa. It was a big warehouse. Lisa was pregnant.
Wow.
And I loaned her one of my sundresses. So this was back in the day when you could look country and it was okay. So we're at the concert. And I'm a Ralph Tresvant fan, but Bobby Brown was everything. And so Bobby Brown was singing, and it looked like he was looking right at me, giving me eye contact. And so I reached my hand out, and he touched my hand. And I became one of those little teenage girl fans. Oh, love New Edition. I've seen them in concert, I think 2 or 3 times. I saw them in Houston. I slept outside for Bobby Brown and LL Cool J tickets. We slept overnight outside to get great seats. And
wow.
I am a big New Edition fan.
Wow, that's cool.
I love that you met them at the inception of their career. They were babies.
Yeah,
they were little boys.
Yeah, and they were, and also they were very unfashionable because they were just coming up from the. I forget the name of those products, but they were coming up and they were just looking threadbare. And then all of a sudden that song hit and everything changed.
All it takes is that one thing.
Yeah.
That brings me to an interview that I did yesterday with she's an author and a business coach. Her name is Kibi Anderson.
Yeah.
She said a lot of things. She dropped a lot of jewels and gems. But the one thing that she said that made me think about where we are in our relationship and life is all it takes is someone seeing you in a room and referring you. Like that one thing, that one person recommending, referring you can open up a whole new world of opportunities. And that happened for her. Someone recommended her, and that landed her she said, a multi-million-dollar contract.
Wow.
Did you hear that part?
No, I missed that part.
Yeah. Multi-million-dollar contract.
Yeah, that's great.
So that's amazing. All it takes is one person watching us.
And you know what? It takes consistency. It takes consistency. You have to show up every day.
Even when you don't want to.
Yeah. Yes. And people keep asking about this run. Aren't you tired? No. People ask me, they think that me running is easy now. And it's not. It's not. And so sometimes you just got to tune out and tune into something else. And, like this morning, we were talking about this, that, and the other as we were passing things. But that was helping me stay out of my run and keep in touch with something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just got to you have to stay consistent. Consistency is the key.
I think absolutely. And knowing your why and reminding yourself of your why.
Yeah.
Knowing your why. So say who writes, what is your why? Why do you run every day for what, 529, 30 days?
530. 530 today, yeah.
530?
530.
So you know what that means? That means you are now on the other side, closer to 1,000. So on his 1,000th day of running consecutively, we're going to do something epic with you all. You are closer. You're closer to 1,000 and further from 1,000.
Yeah.
You're only 470 days. 470 days away from 1,000.
That's crazy.
That's
That's crazy.
okay. So what is your why?
My why, I think my why has become inspiring people, but inspiring people to get serious about their wealth. Like that's what's kind of shaping up for me. Like getting serious about their wealth, because we don't think about wealth. We don't think about wealth. We just go and we just do whatever we need to do to get enough money to pay for our things. We don't think about money. We don't think about how to structure it differently. And I've had to do that because of the fact that I had a stroke with no insurance, no medical insurance. So I've had to think about money, and I've had to think about it beyond the normal. I'm chilling, I'm cool, but I have to think about it at a higher level. And doing that has brought me to all new places. And matter of fact, we just went to see my wealth advisor.
Oh, who's
my
now
wealth advisor.
My wealth advisor too.
Yes.
It ain't no fun if your fiance can't get none.
Right. Exactly. I roped him right in. Like, so you're gonna talk to
I know,
right?
He put me on the spot.
Yep.
And I'll be honest. So one of the things that you say on the show that you talk about a lot is, and I'm paraphrasing, is that you do have enough. You do have enough to invest, and invest where you are. Am I right?
Yeah.
When you said to Chris, oh, yeah, Fee, I mean, I literally just wanted to shrink. I wanted to shrink because I'm like, I'm not ready. And I thought, oh my goodness, my mind is actually trying to sabotage me.
Yes.
And then I just said, look, to Chris, I said, I don't have what he has. And Chris was like, yeah, it's no problem. And I thought, okay, that's the problem. We get to be reminded to not compare ourselves to other people.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think if a person is investing millions or thousands, that, well, they're investing because they can afford to. No, they can afford to because they've begun investing. Because their money has begun to grow at whatever stage you are. So some people come in at thousands. Some people come in at millions. Some people come in at $10, $20, $30, and it grows and grows and grows. I know this because I've grown my current stocks. Yeah. I've grown my current stocks from nothing to something.
Yeah.
However, I felt, and then I said, okay, this makes me so uncomfortable. This means I get to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Yeah. I felt. And then you gave him my email, or he asked for my email because I was trying to dodge it. I was like, we'll do it later. We'll do it another time. And I said, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because I ran into a friend of mine who I've given a public, what am I trying to say?
Invitation?
No, I've given him a workshop. I've given him a workshop. So a private consultation.
Okay.
And we ran into him yesterday, and I was telling him about my guy.
Oh.
And I was telling him about So I was telling him about my guy, and we were talking about it, and I was like, I didn't feel it. I wasn't feeling it at first. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't feeling it at first. The first time I went in, and it was before I met Chris, before I met anybody, and I was just feeling like, and I was feeling that, and yet I pushed forward when Chris called, right? Mm-hmm. And so I talked to him, and he was like, honestly, I was feeling the same thing. He said he's feeling the same thing. Like he was sitting there on the couch, sitting out there, just feeling uneasy about it. And I was like, no, call him now, call him right now. So you can push past your uneasiness. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And push past it right now. Because see what it is like we think that people have money and so they get to do something with it. Right? But it's not that. It's like you get to do something with it from the beginning. Right. So I was telling Fee that I am jealous of her actually because she gets to put her money in the right place from the beginning. And where would I be? Where would I be if I known this from the beginning, I'd have been, boy, I'd have been doing it. And so um, that trajectory is going to be sharp. It's going to be sharp. See, it's going to be sharp. Yeah.
Yes. I tell you, excuse me, I keep getting the hiccups, and I don't want to have the hiccups live.
Sorry.
But it's live, right?
So,
this is like our real life.
So
last night.
Sorry, now I got everything.
That
everything.
Was so abrupt. That was so.
You got everything happening.
Yeah. Shout out to Chris, and then I do want to share this. How sometimes we will allow people's unintentional intimidation intimidate us. Unintentional intimidation intimidate us.
Mm-hmm.
Sekou told me the first time he went in, he said, I don't know, they weren't really friendly.
Yeah.
And then the second time we went in,
I went in with her.
Yes.
The second time, yeah. We
came in off of a run, so we're dressed like this.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even thinking about anything. I'm just like, I'm here to support him, take notes. But there was a level of confidence, and I think it was because of the endorphin.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
I planned it that way to run first and come in there right off of a run and have that energy.
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da. And Chris was great.
Yeah.
The people were okay, but Chris was great.
Yeah.
Yesterday we went in for our second appointment, and the woman at the front counter, I don't know if she's a receptionist, but let me tell you, I was like, she had nothing for us, just nothing. There was no warmth. There was no kindness. It was just, it was flat. It was very flat. It did not affect us at all. And that's the thing. You get to not let it affect you, because you know why you're there.
Yeah.
And why you're there has nothing to do with the people who might not be serving you at the highest level.
Yeah.
And you get to push past that. But I also get how people can be intimidated and just, turned off. They're like, oh, I don't even want to go in there because the people are snobbish and uppity, and I don't have. Focus only on what you want and what you need to achieve and your why.
Right.
Thank you again to Chris for just being like a real person and walking us through the steps. He's very patient.
Yeah.
And
because he's be talking up here. Like, wait, I'm like, what?
And then
What'd
he'll
you
break
say?
it down.
All right. Yeah. That's really great. It's really great. So get yourself a financial advisor. You want to come through me? You want to come through Chris? Come on.
Charles Schwab.
Come on.
Yes.
But go through Charles Schwab and get yourself a financial advisor. Ashe.
Mm-hmm.
Ashe.
Yes.
Yeah.
What else you got?
So I got this. Reverend Mal sent this to me. This is it. RESPECT. Respect.
Find out what that means to be.
Yeah. So this means that I'm doing my guest speaker on this coming Sunday. And this is what we got.
He will be preaching a word, a whole sermon, which is exciting. And so I would like to extend an invitation to Rockland CSL this Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're in New York City, if you're in upstate New York. Mm-hmm. It's in Suffern, Suffern County. Yeah. We have such an incredible time. It's at Rhino Comedy Club. It is headed by the senior pastor, Reverend Melissa. Come out. If you're not able to make it out, join us virtually. Send some love and some powerful vibes towards Sekou.
Yeah, this is a big deal.
This is a huge deal.
Because I've spoken at this church before, but I did it via Zoom, via something like this, like speaking right through here. And that's cool, but it's different going and standing in front of the church. It's different. So I'm getting my things together, and we will see what we see. See what we see.
So that's Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom, Facebook, on YouTube and on Rockland CSL's website, and then of course in person at Rhino Comedy Club, which is on Lafayette. It's on Lafayette. The address.
Yeah. I don't know if you're gonna come. I mean, it's a long way.
22.
But if
it's a great trip. Yeah, if you're in the area.
Great trip.
22 Lafayette in Suffern.
Oh, and I'll also be doing this on Father's Day. I'll also be performing this on Father's Day. So that's pretty cool too.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That is so dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what we talking about now? We're talking about now.
Okay. Let's see. There's so many things. There's always so much. Okay. So.
Well, I wanted to just double back and say that I'm glad you didn't shrink away from Chris and the brokerage because I told you I felt the same way. I felt the same way, minutes before. I mean, visits before. Yeah. I felt the same way. And I don't know if I would have gone to Chris if he hadn't called me. Because after I went the first time, I was like, I'm not going to go back. And then he called me and I was like, all right. And he sounded, he sounded all bubbly and effervescent and how he is. I was like, all right, I'm going to go with him. And I'm going to plot some things in advance. I'm going to run. I'm going to bring feed, and all those things, and all those things worked. And so I'm glad you got it because it's just knowing. See what the difference is he's telling you from the beginning of your stock journey what it's going to be. Like with me, you got to have faith. You got to have faith in me, right? But with him, you got the knowledge. You see what he's doing. You see what he's doing. Like, oh, if I do this, if I put more money in here, this is what can happen, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
However, I realized after our meeting with him yesterday is that he doesn't tell you what to do. It's just like a therapist.
Yeah.
It's just like whether it's a life coach, a business coach, a spiritual coach, a consultant tells you what to do. They guide you and direct you in a way where you have steps to implement. That is not what a financial wealth advisor does. And I fully got that. Did you get that in the conversation, the way that he would frame things?
Yeah.
He would.
It's still up to you.
It's still up to you. And you can say yes or no.
Right.
And I thought, oh my goodness, this is.
But why would you want to say no? Why would you want to say no? Because he lays it out for you like, what? That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And I learned every time I watch a YouTube video, every time I watch The Weekend Hustle, not watch it, every time I am participating in The Weekend Hustle, meeting with Chris, I learn more and more. Like things that I've heard once or twice, I got it. I'm like, oh my goodness. So be patient with yourself because it's a process. And oftentimes we want to have all the answers right now. It's like, no, it doesn't work that way. Because one of the things you get to do is reverse the programming that we've all been a part of.
Yeah, so we've all been a part of. We have all been a part of. See, that's what I'm saying about money and how we don't think about money. We just accept money. We accept money.
And we accept that we have to work for it and work hard and hustle for it.
Right. And then we get these palace rooms, these palace-like rooms, right?
Palace-like
rooms? Rooms?
Okay.
Room?
I don't know. What?
Palace-like room. A palace-like room. Yeah. Palace-like room. Okay. You get into those palace-like rooms and you hear the conversations that are going on in these rooms. You're like, what are y'all talking about? Like, you talk about, what are you, hold on now. Hold on. And it was so much the case with me. I was like, what are you talking about? How are you doing this? And then I was like, you know what? Never mind. Let's go.
And these palace-like rooms are YouTube.
Yeah.
They are Charles Schwab.
Yes, hold on. YouTube. Because YouTube is the biggest search engine second to Google. Second to Google is the biggest search engine. And if you put in the right thing, you get all of it back to you. This stuff has been out there for years. It's been out there for years. What you gotta do is find someone that vibes with you and follow that person. All right, go ahead. Sorry, I had to get that out.
And when you find that someone or someone's, because usually it's more than one person.
Yeah.
Usually it's more than one person. Don't look at them as a show, as a form of entertainment.
Right. And also you've got to will it down at some point. You got to will it down. You got to choose one or two people and narrow it down, because it's all the same information. It's all the same information, but you're getting it from all these different people, and you can spend all your time going from this person, this person, this person. You're wasting your time. You've got to get it from one person, and that will help you be on your way. So what I was doing yesterday, I was showing that graph, that how rich people live and
how they spend their money.
Yeah, do I still have that up? I still have that up, folks. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I still got it. Oh, there's Anthony O'Neill and his money. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Okay, share that.
And add this to the. All right, so now you're going to get tired of this, but look at this.
And I think you should read it, babe, because it's small. How rich people spend their money.
Yeah. Earn money, and then you go down. So follow my little circles. So I'm going down, earn money, and then put that money into the stocks, and then all the stuff that's down below. All I'm saying is, I'm trying to sell it so you really get it, is that once you put in everything, just about everything into the stocks, and then pay for everything out of the stocks, then you're set.
Now, I think that's a lot for the average everyday working class person's entrepreneur, solopreneur, small business owner to digest. Break that down, because what I got from it is you earn the money, however you earn the money.
Yes.
And wealthy people typically have 7 streams of income, not 7 jobs, but 7 streams of income. You earn the money. And what most people do who aren't wealthy is they spend the money.
Yeah.
So before they don't even invest the money, they spend the money on bills, shopping, whatever your thing is. And then it's a vicious cycle that just keeps repeating.
Yeah.
And so they earn the money, rich people, and then they invest the money. And then because their investments grow, they're able to pay for their lifestyle from their investment. Is that what you're saying?
Even simpler.
Ooh.
Even simpler. All you have to do is stay broke. All you gotta do is stay broke. Like you get your money in and put your money back out into the stock market and stay broke. And then you keep doing that for a while. And after a while, you'll be able to pay for things out of your stock market account.
Portfolio.
So you have to be patient with yourself and to be patient with everything. But the more you put aside into that stock market, the better it'll be on the end.
I think you need to teach a class. I think you need to teach a class because that one is a lot. Because I know people are going to say, well, how am I going to pay for my lifestyle, my bills, food, if I earn the money and I invest the money and I stay broke?
All right.
I think a class, because I know what you're saying based on what Chris has shared with you, based on the fact that he, Sekou Wrights, my fiance, is now going to be earning a monthly income as if he was selling a product or service. He's going to be from his stock portfolio.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
And so I think, more steps. I don't know. Maybe I don't think I'm the only one who's interested in that. I'm
all right.
Ooh.
All right. We can talk about
it.
it.
All right, sir.
All right, folks. We already running late, so we'll see you next time. We were trying to do Instagram today. It wasn't working, but we'll get
Mm.
Instagram going next time.
Okay.
So
Excited.
Remember that now is better than perfect. Now is better than
And our
perfect.
affirmation. I am happy and grateful to be. That one.
Here we go.
I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. Can we do it again with more enthusiasm?
Okay.
We're out of time.
Yeah, we out of time, but we're gonna do it one more time.
Let's do it one more time quickly. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. Ashe.
Ashe.
Gene, you owe me $100.
All right, folks. We'll see you later.
Peace.